at least later on, we would have like these kind of online like LAN parties or whatever. But I was thinking back to like, I don't remember playing 64 or any of those older consoles like all night long. Like there was kind of like a burnout where you would play the game for like an hour and then you fucking get sick of it. Was that?
No, I was a huge gamer. I kept just push through it. You got to power through. You got to power through that little law and come back. Then again, Wave Racer, I wasn't playing that all day. I was like, we got Super Smash Bros. Or Madden and stuff like that. The
stuff that was more like competitive or...
Especially Super Smash Bros. Because it could be super quick or super long, and then you could suck and be great, and this sucky person could still beat the great guy.
Fucking Bond was the game where Bond. That was like you had the 4 squares in there.
I feel like the competitive games against your friends is where like you can play for hours. Because like just playing one by yourself where the result is the same is like, okay.
But you didn't have anything to go do, too. Like that was what you did. You went over to like so-and-so's house and fucking just sleeping bags and like stayed at like 6 a.m. drinking like fucking Mountain Dew or whatever.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
What about you though? You're a little bit younger, so
I think my start console was PlayStation, like the original,
the first one.
Mm-hmm. So like,
that one was solid.
I just played like Spyro and shit because I was like, I think 6 or 7.
Did it only have 2 controller ports?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And then you had to buy like an extension thing where you could put in more.
Oh, fuck
that was like a separate. Or was that PS2?
And for memory cards too.
Like the memory card situation used to be a problem.
How much size was on one of those cards?
It was like 8 gig. It might be
that big. There's no way.
It was 8 something.
It was like
8 or 16
megabytes.
Yeah, I was like, it was like 8 megabytes. It was not even a gig.
I'm stupid.
When the first computer I got, like desktop computer, I think it had like 16 gigabytes on it. And it was massive.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Like, it was the first like computer I had to myself, and it was like, whoa, like this is the most
too much power.
the rate that fucking data has grown is like exponential. It's crazy.
Yeah, it keeps growing.
Yeah, I feel like we all get angry at like the sizes now because like I have an Xbox, and I'd be like, I only get 500 gigs of memory, but then like one game takes up.
Yeah, one game is like 50 gigs.
Whereas you can save your whole fucking life on 8 megabytes on a fucking card. You can save
your whole life on your phone now. It's crazy.
I mean, my dad's probably happy that the gigs got better as I got older because we were like trying to like when we had Madden, you try to have a franchise saved, right? And I take up a whole memory card. And then like so you get a memory card, like Dad, I need a memory card. And he's like, here you go. Here's the money. And he's like, I'm a great dad. You're like,
I forgot that. Yeah,
and then as soon as you fill it up, like a week later, you're like, I need another. Yeah, it was like 30, 40.
It was fucking, yeah.
And that's before I knew how much money was. You know what I mean? What it meant. I was just like, swipe the card, man.
So PlayStation had the little ones, and then N64 had the like, everything was cartridges with N64.
It was like,
Nintendo.
Yeah, it was like, I think you put it in the controller. I don't even think you put it
in the back of it.
Yeah,
and
that the Rumble
PlayStation had it in the console.
Yeah,
and PS2. That was the big thing with. I remember reading about this once. The reason why Nintendo fell behind everybody else was because like PlayStation and pretty much everybody else went the route of discs.
Yeah,
laser discs
first. Yeah,
and Nintendo was like all about these cartridges and like they even with the fucking GameCube. They had. Do you remember the tiny?
Yeah, I was thinking about. I was
little,
like the little.
It was like
when they went disc.
Practical.
It was like this ridiculously small disc.
Everything about Nintendo was stupid. Like they were.
Meanwhile,
would not buckle
was it
on it.
PlayStation 2 and Xbox? The original Xbox were like, yo, you could put your CD in here. You could put a DVD in here. GameCube was like, don't put that giant disc up in here.
Yeah, that shit was weird because it was like a disc but in plastic casing.
Mm-hmm.
So why not?
It didn't work. Like it didn't even work at the rental stores and shit. Like they had to come with new boxes and stuff.
Yeah, no wonder
GameCubes would break all the
fucking
time.
ass.
So back to what you were saying though about PS1. You played Spyro. Like
just were there kids games because I wasn't old enough to really know what was out there. Like I just played whatever my parents bought, pretty much.
Yeah, but was it? I don't remember PlayStation being that type of like the LAN party type sessions where you were.
No.
There were some sick games on PlayStation though, like Extreme 2. Did you ever play that? Or Road Rash?
I don't think I played either of those.
They were those. You're like going that continuously forward thing where you're like racing people and just beat the shit out of like it was PlayStation had like a Crash Bandicoot, right?
Yeah.
And they had a lot of just different. It wasn't fully 3D like N64 was.
I think some of it, at least to my memory, was because I remember playing like the original Tony Hawk on there and shit. So they did have like 3D type stuff. It just was basic. That was my fucking game for a while.
That might have been the best game for like a 5-year period. That first Tony Hawk, like every song on that fucking soundtrack.
Banger. I still listen to some of them.
Are they good songs though, or is it because we had to listen to the same?
We had to listen to it.
It was fucking ridiculous.
That made me have appreciation for my white friends' music.
You getting emotional thinking about it right now?
Yeah, I got that game from like they handed out as a demo with like a Pizza Hut pizza. Like the delivery man came and delivered a demo that was like part Tony Hawk and then part something else.
Part Pizza Hut game.
Yeah, and so
like the trial.
Yeah, so you just got to play like the first level and like do like a minute session.
The first level was in the
that warehouse.
That classic stage.
It was so good where you could jump through the glass.
Go collect skate and stuff. Like,
dude, that was ridiculous.
My favorite thing about Tony Hawk's when you're like playing a friend and then the match ends, you could just do like a manual and like keep
keep the match going.
And just keep so me and my brother just be doing manuals, just like looking at each other like, I'm gonna win this one.
And then when you do it, it'd make like that whenever you'd switch stances, so you'd be like handstand fucking.
There's no fucking logic to the math too.
Oh, and like that game was
the multipliers. Nobody knows what the actual
you just gotta keep going.
Scoring is.
So ridiculous.